Okay, friends, let's start. Dr. Parveen will join very soon. Today we have a session on grass group of remedies and one exclusive case example from Dr. Parveen. So we learn a lot because this group of remedies as a food we use them in daily our life, but we are not using so often in our practice. So it's very exciting to know when and how to use them in our practice. Dr. Parveen is an experienced homeopath and he is very good to use repertory as well as mind method, mind rubrics, a single method, and he prescribed that way. But he also know a bit of sensation method. So theme and a group theme and group analysis, you know, little bit. I have selected teachers from a different school, so you have an idea of different methodology also. And not only this session, but coming next session onward, on every 15 days, we have one session for 3 months. So it's just not a finish, but it's extended a long time. Parveen finished his session. I will make you aware of this entire group, how to and when to think of the grass family. Because in homeopathy, we know a little about this group of remedies. From few homeopaths have cases of Saccharum officinalis and Triticum vulgare, but most of us, we are not using this group of remedies.
A very good evening, everyone. With gratitude to our master, Dr. Samuel Henneman, sir, my teachers, Dr. Ashok Kumar Mohanty, sir, Dr. Mahesh Chandra, sir, respected Dhansyam Kalathia, sir, for planning and executing this mega online courses every year. We all know sir's contribution very well. I am one among thousands of his students, and I am learning a lot from our respected Dr. Kalathia, sir. Let me introduce myself. I am mostly practicing mind method, but I am learning some more about homeopathy from other methods too. As our goal is to cure our patients, every individual is different, and I believe that we must update ourselves with the time. Our master, Dr. Henneman, described in the organon that our body is governed by the vital force, which expresses itself through different emotions, feelings, and thoughts. Similarly, our master, Dr. Kent, also described that every cell has its own will and understanding. When some cells unite, they form the organ, and the organs carry certain emotions. For example, heart for love, liver for anger, and abdomen for fear. So when we take the mind symptoms, we cover the very core of the individual, and thus we can cure any type of disease. As this was a chronic case and the patient has visited to so many specialist doctors, she has an autoimmune disease, so it take a little longer time to get the core of the patient. Due to the identity issue, we cannot share the recording of the patient. So I share some important pointers of the case. Case is history. A female around 50 years old with ulcerative colitis, uterine fibroids, L3, L5, and S1 bulging, degenerative disc changes at L4, L5, and L5, S1 with bulging causing abutment of bilateral nerve roots. So these are the investigation reports of the patient. Present complaints: frequent loose motions with bleeding, has to stain a lot, which causes severe pain, so much that the patient has to scream with the pain. The patient said that she is frustrated now. She is feeling frustrated because one after another health issues are going on. My question was, what is the main stress you are going through? Now I am feeling frustrated. I am at the verge of exit. I want to make my death will before exit. I don't like to trouble anyone. I cannot tolerate it anymore. It has a long time.
झालं झालं मी तेवढ्यासाठी मोबाईल बंद केलं मला ह्याच्यावर
19 years I have been facing one after another health issues. Now I am ready to leave the world, but leave with a calm mind. I will not leave this world with anything in my mind. Just let God call me. So information given by her sister-in-law. She does not like to trouble others. So even in pain, avoids to call and disturb others. In spite of long history of health issues, she is strong enough, doing her all day-to-day activities. She was willing to go for medical studies, could not do it due to the financial condition of her parents. After marriage, her husband is a reserved type of guy, and he was also living abroad. So she is not share her feelings with anyone. Now she is not expressing herself. As her husband was out of India, she is fulfilling her duties and responsibilities. My next question was, do you feel that if you die, you will be free from this severe pain? Patient: I am not thinking about suicide, but if God calls me, I will go. I have sick for the last 19 years. I remain well for two or 3 days, then fall sick for 2 to 4 months. I remain fine 2 or 4 days and then fall sick for 2 or 4 months. This has been going on continuously for 19 years. 19 years, doctor. It is not a small number. Others are also suffering because of me. Now my children have reached the age of marriage, but I have fallen sick again. Doctor, anything else you want to add? Patient: my sons have grown up like this only. My children did not get the quality time they should have. I feel guilty for nothing doing anything for them. This feeling is always in my mind that I am not even able to look after my old age parents. This is the guilt I always feel. I have never been able to do what I want. There were a lot of restrictions. After my husband went to America, I returned to my in-laws' house with my 2 children, and after 2 days, I met a major accident. My mother-in-law and father-in-law abused me a lot as they entered the hospital. I remained angry over this issue for many years. After this, I developed ulcers. Tell me about your anger. Patient. I never express my anger to anyone. I want to become an independent person because this gives us respect. I feel very bad for asking money from my husband. What is the opposite situation from your present situation? I explained my question to her in detail. Patient. I like to attend social functions, get together. I like to be in company to help who is need to help who is in need. I like creative art, enjoy the traveling. I am very tidy, wants everything neat and clean. I like nature, especially the colors of peacock, sceneries, music, and dancing. I was feeling much better after dancing or after listening the music. I am very fond of clothes, jewelry, and decorative items. I like to decorate the home, but it did not happen that I purchased whatever I liked. I am suppressing my desires. My question was, means you suppress your emotions? Patient, yes. My next question was, what is the thing that gives you that soothing touch? Patient, it is a happy surrounding. I don't like being alone. Neighbors should be nice. I am also a religious person, like worshipping God. This also seems nice to me. My next question was, what issues did you face after your marriage? Patient, after marriage, there are a lot of restrictions in our house that we can't worship that type of God. We cannot worship that type of God. We cannot eat this type of prasad. This made me crazy. Doctor, what effect did all this have on you? Patient, I kept suppressing everything. I get angry at people, but I did not express my anger. Actually, my husband should have supported me, but my husband did not support me. After this, my sickness got worsened. What do you do during the pain? I like to be alone, not like to talk to anyone. I don't like to trouble anybody. If someone calls me during pain, I feel irritated. I stay within myself, just me and my pain. 4 years ago, this thought was arising in my mind very strongly that I have to do something. I have to do something on my own. But now I am becoming calm. I don't want to do it. I have made wrong decisions everywhere. I feel very guilty about them right now. I wanted to do a job. I wanted to earn my own money. My nature is very emotional. This also bothers me a lot. Due to being emotional, I am not able to talk to anyone, whether it is a happy occasion or a sad occasion. I don't like this nature of mine at all. Because of this nature of mine, I am not able to move ahead in life. I like to laugh, play, and talk. I wanted to live for myself, but I don't know what is it to live for yourself. I wanted to do work on my own, something creative. But even if I think of doing something, some hurdle or the other comes up. My next question was, tell me about the fears. Patient, not much as such. but don't let my loved ones go away. Doctor, tell me about your dreams, stool and dirty water. Whenever I get the dream of stool or dirty water, I know for sure that I will fall sick. Recently, I saw a dream of an extinguished lamp. So it is end of the case. This is from another case of mine. I have to scream. It hurts so much. It hurts like a thumping pain. The entire stomach goes inwards. Oh, mother, automatically coming from within. During pain, I am neither able to talk, I am neither able to walk nor speak. My whole body bends. I have no strength to get all the medical procedures and investigations done again. I do my work very well and on time. Do you move around restlessly during pain? Patient: no, I don't have that much strength. I am completely bedridden. But now I feel that I don't want to remain bedridden. One thing is my mind. I should write a letter to my children that this and that work will be done this and that way after my death, so that my children don't get spoiled. Now I am not able to do work, so the home becomes very dirty. Rubrics taken during case taking: ailments from anger suppressed, anxiety of conscience, clairvoyance, emotions suppressed, death, thoughts of respected, desire to be, delusion hindered, he is. Remedy given: Triticum vulgare, potency LM 0/1, given daily 3 times a day. After giving Triticum vulgare, she started getting immense relief, and gradually she became stable and beautifully recovered from her extreme pain and pathology within 2 months. So now let us understand the case from the psychodynamic point of view. Ulcerative colitis is IBD. Abnormal fear of the immune system causes inflammation and ulcers on the inner lining of the large intestine and rectum. Those who have affected large intestine must learn to extract the purity, the positive aspect of each experience, and move forward without losing time, but belongs to the past. When we lived in the past, thinking how good or bad things were, feeling attachment to people, past situations, we are avoiding the present. This is a formal self-rejection because it prevents us from facing our true feelings. I could not do what I wanted to do. I am not able to do whatever I want. Sporting rubrics are beautiful things earning for, change desire for in life. When I do things of my choice, I feel relaxed. For example, dance, music, children's care. And what is indigestible in this case? Contradictions, anger, disappointments, worries, and overthinking, envy. Those who are sick of colitis could see it is a sacrificing part of useful for the sake of the environment, willing to sacrifice, therefore submit and abandon his or her position to avoid the conflicts because of anger and dissatisfaction. Swallowed something, especially anger, we cannot digest. Someone has betrayed me. and I cannot forgive him, or I cannot get it out. I cannot accept it. It is unfair. I cannot stand for myself. I must digest bitterness of the world, discontented with reserved displeasure, feeling rejected, neglected, disapproved. I have no family, no friends. I let myself be affected by others, and it's never ending story because I am not able to overcome this. Everything upsets and worries me. For example, in our case, anger about disorder, sociability, vivacious, amusement, desire for, joy in nature. Only three remedies are there: Falcopi, Triticum, and vanilla. All the colors of my life vanished. I wanted to be independent, and this desire rises strongly again and again because the desire is still there, but it is decreasing now. I don't like to trouble others. My nature is very emotional. That is why I get very angry at myself. Because of this nature of mine, I was left behind and could not move forward in life. Estranged from self, irritability with himself, duty, too much sense of duty, delusion, he is hindered. So, our today's topic, Graminaceae and the remedies, Triticum vulgare. These rubrics show that Triticum is very vivacious and cheerful person. Sporting rubrics are on the screen. You can see there. The version of the patient. I was of a very cheerful nature. I loved attending functions, giving surprises. I love spending time in company. I like to give company to others. Sorry. I love spending time in nature. I like to give company to others. I like to be happy and happy atmosphere. I love to laugh and play. I am also very fond of beautiful clothes and jewelry. I like decorative items. I love to decorate the home. I like the colors of peacock very much. Amusement desire for beautiful things, earning for, colors desire for, communicative, desires full of desires, exhilaration in the open air, finery, luxurious clothing wants, joy in nature, laughing in open air. Here in open air means there is no restrictions, no boundaries, because Triticum feels hindered in her life. Nature loves, sociability. So the main morbidity of the Triticum is he is very sensitive to disorder. He is a very tidy person who is very sensitive to disorder. Triticum has a fixed order for each and everything in her mind. She desires to be respected. She takes intellectual decisions to get and maintain the respect. Her cleanness mania is not limited only to her surroundings, but she does her best to remain neat and clean in her behavior also, because she has a longing of good opinion of others. Respected desire to be. If they respect you, respect them. If they disrespect you, respect them. Do not lower your integrity for anyone. Triticum is an intellectual person, highly aware and has clarity of mind. She does all things with confidence and a feeling of ease. Triticum has her own philosophy. With this philosophy and fixed order in her mind, Triticum wants to bring change in her life to gain respect. Mentally, she feels insecure. This is why she becomes anxious and careful about future. Triticum is not an ambitious person who wants to achieve big things, but Triticum wants to shine like stars in the sky. So wants to be an independent person to get the respect. She wants to earn her own money. Her own money means her own value. So Triticum is there in so many work and occupation related rubrics. Triticum has a high sense of duty. If anything happens which is out of order, it makes him angry because he wants to do his work at a faster pace. So he remains aggressive while driving. Means when Triticum tries to move forward in his life, he remains aggressive and impatient. He gets irritated from insincere behavior of others because he is an honest person and expect same from the person in front. Here, Triticum adopts a confrontational approach, tending to deal with situations in an aggressive way, hostile or argumentative. To maintain order, he can defy the authority. He can fight and protest for the same. This is why Triticum is there under the rubric emotions predominated by the intellect need to be. Triticum has many plans. He programs everything in advance. To put each and everything in order, he takes quick actions. Sitting confined within the house is a wasting time for him. Triticum has nourishing element. There is an abundance and scarcity. Triticum desires to nurture others as a children. But there is a feeling of lack of support from the family. Health deteriorates after loss of family support or from a shift of one's place in the family. Version of the patient. Actually, my husband should have supported me, but he did not support me. After this, my sickness got worsened. Triticum has exalted love for her family. She is very concerned about the well-being of her family. She takes care of her children in every way so that her children don't get spoiled. If she is not able to do this, she feels very guilty. Her expectations are very reasonable from her family, but her family fails to understand it. Her family tries to dominate with putting a lot of restrictions on her. Due to this, discords start arising in the family. On one hand, Triticum has a strong desire to become an independent person, and on the other hand, she does not want to lose her family. Sensation: being straight, erect, self-supporting versus being bent forward, weak and unstable. So the conflict of the Triticum is being straight, erect versus being bent forward. Because the stem of the wheat plant is very thin and weak. When the wheat crop is ripe or ready to ripen, it falls easily to the ground if rain comes. Because of the unsupported and dominating behavior of her family, she feels unappreciated and feels hindered. As Triticum's main conflict is being straight, erect, and self-supporting versus being bent forward, so Triticum does not have that strength to stand on her own. Here she starts fearing that her desire to do something creative, her creativity, and her child will be die in her own womb. To save her family relations, she gives up and starts to comply the wishes of her family to avoid quarreling. Triticum feels misunderstood, neglected, and forsaken by her family and feels hindered as she is not able to move forward in her life. From here, her ailments start. She gets angry on people but suppresses her anger. She feels rejected by her family. She starts suppressing her emotions and natural desires. She puts a limit on her emotions, thoughts, and desires. She feels envious when seeing other people enjoying in their life. Thoughts, limits to respect. Know your limit. Do not cross the line. Even the nicest people have their limits. So it is one of the core rubric of Triticum vulgare. Thoughts, limits to respect. It is a core rubric of Triticum. Why? Because Triticum desires respect and good opinion of others. So by applying this rubric, emotions predominated by the intellect, Triticum puts a limit on her thoughts. Similarly, we can see this through the doctrine of signature. Triticum is prepared from wheat and it is considered a basic food in India. It is widely consumed as a staple. Before making the roti from wheat, it has to be cut, grinded, rolled, baked, and then eaten. So much has to endured before it comes to our plate. When the roti comes in our plate, no one pays the attention to it. Although it is a very important and vital part of our diet, everyone praises the vegetables and other items. No one praises the roti. No one gives that much value. Exactly same feeling was in our Triticum patient. She keeps doing so much and loses her own value for the sake of the respect and appreciation from her IPR. The bread of respect is far better than the dishes of disgrace. You cannot force someone to respect you, but you can refuse to be disrespected. This is the point where Triticum completely loses her hopes. She feels empty. Now her creativity, her child has died. She thinks that she made wrong decisions. It fills her with strong but reserved displeasure, which she never expresses. It makes her totally confused and dull. Even she could not think of her condition. She has no confidence. Here, she goes in the state of despair. She feels sad, unfortunate, and wretched. She becomes estranged not only from her family, but also from herself. Now she has no desires, asking for nothing. Even she refuses the help if someone tries to help her. No desire for conversation. Even gets aggravated from it. She prefers to keep to herself me and my pain. She is completely tired with lifelessness and at the verge of exit. Hence, she desires death. I tried my level best to explain this remedy through the case, rubrics, psychodynamics, and doctrine of signature. Thank you all the participants for listening to me patiently. My heartfelt thanks to our respected Dr. Ghanshyam Kalathia sir for giving me this wonderful opportunity to present my case on this prestigious forum. Thank you. This is all from my side, sir.
So, we have a very beautiful case from Dr. Parveen. And now, I want to make you understand the case on the point of group thing. Because the wheat is a grass family plant and the family, the order is Poales. So, let's try to understand the Poales first and then we try to correlate how the case has that all the features that we learn today in that case, right? So you have to side by side compare what you understand along with what I'm going to explain about the entire family. So first thing is, according to Jan Charlton theory of plant, the theme is ordinary and simple. So these guys are very kind of a simple guys. Very kind of a, not any kind of a extraordinary talent or something eye-catching quality are very, though the Triticum is vivacious as written in the repertory, but this vivaciousness is not outstanding quality. Outstanding quality in them is they are very normal, kind of very simple guys. Very, you can say kind of a very people who look for healthy and normal things, very normal life. As if you have to take example, they selected a life to live in a countryside as like a farmer or somebody who is living in village who have very ordinary and simple life. So that kind of people who had potential to do lot of things, they have capacity to do lot of things and even they are doing a lot for others. But because of simplicity, people not recognize their inner features. As Dr. Parveen says, in a dish, everyone acknowledge a sabzi, a vegetables, other food item, but nobody recognize a roti, the bread. Like bread is wonderful, it's a delicious. Nobody say this. Why? Because it's simple, it's everyday thing, it's ordinary. So this is not only a characteristic of Triticum, but it's characteristic of entire family. And mostly because of this, they do not so enthusiastic, not want to do something big or something extraordinary. Even in Triticum, the rubric is not there, ambitiousness, as Dr. Parveen said, because they want something stable, something ordinary, something simple, rhythmical life without any hurdles, without any obstacle. They want simple rhythmical life. Now remember, which group of remedies in animal had these features? Anybody know from my book? They know a bovid, the cattle group of remedies. They also like this. A very simple, very ordinary. They do not have some extraordinary things in them, but they want to be very simple. Their desire of things, their desire of in a life. Suppose somebody ask them, what do you expect from your life? They always say, have a very simple, routinious, ordinary life. Be with the family, enjoy with the family. Have a very, because family gives you stability. So these guys looking for stability, have a very steady, simple life. So this is one thing. And that's why they are very, very calm, very composed. They are avoiding confrontation. As in a Triticum also we see, they don't like to quarrel. Because if the people in a family get quarreling, then the very peaceful, simple, steady life of the family get disturbed. And this is the reason these people are suppressing their emotion. They are not openly share like whatever they want to say. Another quality is also there because of that they are suppressing and not expressing their emotion. But this is also one reason because they want that everything should be the way it go according to the rhythm, the simplicity without any disturbance. And that's why they are very, very peace lover. This all quality you find in bovid group of remedies, cattle, cow, buffalo, goat, sheep, because these all animals are grazers. They are grazing. They are eating grass. So what you eat, you become. Like this is the saying in English. So this is the reason they have a lot of similarity with the grass family. So whenever you have prescribed your medicine like a lac difloritum, lac ovinum, lac caprinum or buffalo, and your medicine is stopped to work or not working at all, you can refer this remedy and you can think of this remedy. So this is one quality. There are multiple qualities in this grass group of remedies. And another quality is family oriented. Being together is very, very important. And they are looking not only steadiness in their life, but they want steadiness in their relationship. And this is also a reason they are not openly speak out their dissatisfaction. Suppose they get disappointed, somebody hurt them, emotionally get hurt. They are not speak out very openly because they have fear like somebody get disturbed from my expression because this is the way the anger and argument and quarrel everything started to form in family, right? And they want very steady family life. So they are also very loyal, very, very giving a lot to in a family. Even they are kind of a overdoing, taking intense responsibility of care of others and the family member. So that overdoing is also a quality of bovid group of remedies. Breakup in the family avoided all the time. They don't want to get breakup or somebody get disappointed from you or somebody get hurt from you. They are taking so much uh, cautious. They are so much cautious about these things. Like somebody get disturbed or somebody get hurt because of you, they don't like it at all. And the reason behind this all is they want steady life, family oriented. You see, in a case also, the person through and through, so many times talk about I need to be in a family, in this kind of family. Issues are related to husband, kids, mother-in-law, father-in-law. All focus of the talk is this only. So this is the way that entire focus of their life is family. They invest in relationship. Relationship is your wealth. This is the way they can talk. Because for them, money is a secondary thing. Relation is important. To attend the family, attend the others' function, wishing others' birthday, extended relatives also. In family also, in extended relation also. They wishes them, they go and visit often to them. So they do everything to maintain a good relationship, not only within a family but outside also, because they believe your real wealth is your relation. Want to belong to group, you see rejected and all, that rubric coming up, excluded and all in Triticum because of this, because they want to stay with him. The family is everything, the relation is everything for them. So they are putting lot of effort, try hard to stay included, try to be like others. And this is also another reason. Suppose you express openly your emotions and your dissatisfaction, then people get hurt and stop to talk with you and they go away, your attachment get break. They can't tolerate it. So this is common thing. And they by nature kind of a weaker guys. As you see, a grass is not able to stand alone. And that's why being together to make you strong. And this is the reason they want to be gets together. Even being together, they cooperating, coordinating. So very nice, very sweet-hearted, very kind of personality. But you cannot see a very big charm in them, as we see in lattices, in a phosphorus, or maybe other platina and other group of remedies. You see this extraordinary, the plumber. These remedies are extraordinary. They have capacity to do something extraordinary, and they put lot of effort to have attention from others. This is not here in them. They try to blend with the group. Desire to coexist. Everyone get together, peacefully together. And this is the reason family should be get together. And this is the reason they don't get showing their anger and all. But important thing is they desire comfort zone. So this entire family is fall in a row 4 group of remedies. For them, stability is important, not breaking up relation. Everything should be stable. Everything, security, the protection that gives from the group, the relation is very important. And that's why they want to stay in that family home. Even you see in a rubric home, you want to go away from the home. In that case is also there, in rubric also there. Because home gives you protection and safety. So it's an opposite polarity. You want to go away from the home. Desire to follow rules and norms. My children don't get spoiled, so I want to give them advice. What is advice? Give them what to do, what not to do, right? So right and wrong. Teaching right and wrong to children is very important because this is the raw food quality. So not only in this case, but if extended case taking was done from any type of homeopathy, you can try to understand their general quality. And you see that all pictures are there, though somebody else had taken a history. Another quality is shyness, timidity, introvert. Because of this also they are not expressed out. They are controlling their emotion. Unable to speak out openly, control and hold the emotion, don't want to stand out in a way. See, these all the expression are not from my pocket, right? This is from Charlton. So the legendary homeopath who had done very big work on plant group of remedies, this is his observation. from many cases, he extracted these all things. And you see, one the homeopath who don't aware of the family themes or this, who had not read even Sholton, you see, his case also had this all the qualities. These are the sensation. Look at the pike, the thorny hair of the wheat. How it look like? Suppose it touching on your skin, how you feel? Pricking, right? So needle-like pains, teaching, lancinating, a raw. The skin is removed as light, crawling, because it when it touch, it gives you a kind of tickling sensation. So crawling sensation is also there. And because of this, suppose there haze and all this goes in your nose, what do you feel? Sneezing, right? So something irritating inside, burning sensation. Now these are the other expression from Sholton. Desire to lay down and rest. This is very important. They work and rest. They work and rest. And this is rhythmical life. They kind of a domestic, kind of a sedentary people. Enjoying that day, the off days especially, they like to have an off day, Sunday, Saturday, weekend, and enjoy watching TV and do nothing, just eating. These are alcohol is there in the entire family because alcohol is prepared more from the most of the plant of the grass family. Alcohol is prepared from the sugar, right? Ethanol. And even beer is also prepared from the oat, right? Allergies, hay fever, especially respiratory tract, ear, nose, and respiratory tract allergy is a big indication of this group of remedies. You can think of rhinitis, sinusitis, nasal allergy, running nose, constant, frequently get ill about these things. Very much. Acne. Acne is a teenager expression and row for quality is of a school age according to PEM method, another perspective. And that's why you find acne also in this group of remedies. Throat inflammation. This is a cystitis, also kind of irritative, the complaints. So kidney problem, these are also there in them. Prostate tumors, prostatitis, especially in males. Lumbago. In a case also, you see L5, S3, S6 has a bulging. So back problem is a big issue of this group of remedies. Arthritis, many joint pains. Now, we try to see the same group of family, same Poales, with the point of understanding from Yakir. Yakir also had, Yakir is similar to PM method of Dr. Mahesh Gandhi, and she had done a very extensive work of this group of remedies. Nutrition and nourishment is the first thing according to Yakir. And you see in this case, what is the problem? Digestive organ. And digestive organ is the main organ where from you absorb the nourishment. And that's why this group of remedies are excellent for digestive disorders. Parental nurturing. She is ill, feeling a lot of distress, though she is worried a lot about her kids. This is nurturing quality. So entire subclass 4 according to Yakir is a nutrition line, nurturing quality. And this even you see in entire India, not India, in entire world, the first food is your bread, right? It's nurturing you, give you strength. Your body gets nurtured. So these people are kind of a provider. They want to provide everything to their family. Whatever they want, they are ready to give them. And they are kind of a Indian typical mother kind of quality. who just do a lot of work at a house and fulfill all the requirement of the family members. Someone want water, she give it. Someone want food, she give it. She clean also. So she is looking for all the requirement of the everybody and fulfilling it happily. This is the mother quality. Nurture and abundance. Why? Why family oriented is in a short term. But why? Because if you are in a family, you feel nurtured. You feel like you are at home. Suppose you are going on vacation for 5 days or 1 week or 15 days. You miss your house a lot because you want that homely environment, that nurturing. Even suppose you achieve something in your life, first person in entire earth get happy is your family. So you have that internal, each one has that internal desire, like somebody nourish you, and that is fulfilled from the family. Feeling lack of support from the family. In case you say my husband is not supporting me, and her focus is also money. Try to be independent on money, on something. This is the row for quality, earning. Even anxiety about future, anxiety about health, anxiety about loved ones. This is the row for quality. Excessive worry about well-being of the family. Worry a lot. Someone at a home, somebody get late to come at home at night time. Who won't get worried first in entire family? Mother, right? A female. So this is, they are worry a lot. How even a husband has some business issue, the entire tension is on wife. Like he is not, he had this kind of, this loss or some problem, it will be settled down or not. These are the qualities. This is nurturing, nourishment, care, love. But here, they are not kind of a receiver, they are kind of a provider. And that's why very, very high sense of responsibility related to family is very strong. And it is outmost strong in Triticum vulgare. They are very, very highly too much responsibility, and rubric also responsibility too kind of rubric is also there. Desire to escape from family and responsibility. This is the opposite. You are so burdensome, responsibility is too much. You are overdoing others and others considering you ordinary. It's a daily thing. So suppose somebody had done something, the neighbor who had helped help anybody in a family, family will discuss. But mother is helping you every day for even teeniest thing, but nobody appreciates that. So because of this, they might feel like this responsibility, whatever I'm doing is too much and I want to go away from it. I want a break. But this is opposite expression. The reality is the personality is highly responsible. Even you give a break to mother for a short time, she miss her daily routine life. Impairment in nutrition, nurture, manifest as a digestive tract issues. These remedies are excellent remedy for digestive tract issues. Diarrhea, vomiting, gastritis, headache, IBS, ulcerative colitis. Metabolic disorder, poor assimilation, not consuming things. And very good, even a first group of remedy you can think of when you have a patient who is a wheat and gluten and dairy product intolerant. Predisposition to diabetes. In diabetes, which product is restricted in entire world? Sugar, right? Sugar is made from sugar cane and again same family. And suppose you do not have a assimilation, not the things are not absorbed in your stomach, then what is the consequence? Weakness, aggression. Support, stability, another thing. You see, grass is very, and the roots, root system in a grass is also a shallow root. So they get uprooted very much. And that's why rooting, being rooted, family is rooting you. So not only family, they are so much attracted and missing their motherland, the place of origin. And that's why the family name, not only family name, your caste, they like it so much because it gives you your origin, it's your root. So grounding, being grounding is very important. And floating is a problem. So they have a kind of feeling vertigo and all that is very strong in them. Attachment and separation. Once you are uprooted, you feel separated. So again, belonging and not belonging group that we see in Charlton, same thing here. Abandonment and quarreling with family, the opposite. You feel completely abandoned. People are not there. In a case, what you see, husband abandon you with your kids and very abusive parents-in-law. Being estranged, eccentric, feeling strangeness. See, unprotected, not supported, abandoned. And the opposite is dependent, very clingy, very needy, total dependent. Need constant attention from close people. One of the biggest kind of a, you can say, tussle or a fussy kind of people is sacrum officinalis, sacrum alba. The child is kind of a very kind of a chamomile, crying a lot, tantrums a lot. And what is the reason? Attention, want attention from parents. And when not completely abandoned and leads forsaken or there is no family support, then what is the consequence? Addiction, especially alcohol addiction. So these are the remedies. Not only Triticum, but other grass groups also, giant reed, oat, bamboo, durva, even a lawn. In our garden, we have a lawn, right? The medicine is also prepared from that. Asian rice, sugar cane, corn also, a popcorn, that is also medicine. Wheat is also there. So these are the grass group remedies. And bamboo also. Bamboo is one of the best remedy for back pain. So this is the understanding. You see how the case have a beautiful understanding on a thematic group, Matia Medica also. So each medicine has their own focus. Like perfection, everything should be on their own place. Need to be kind of very perfect and very controlled. This is Triticum quality. But you see in Triticum case also lot of grass family themes. That is there in all these remedies, not only in Triticum.